Hello everybody out there, this is Seto Kaiba from your Yu-Gi-Oh chat channel, and I'm going to talk about reprints and are reprints good for the game, and what do I think about it. I think reprints are good for the game overall, but there are two sides to the story people forget. You can be the player that just brought this expensive card that you need, and you find out 2 weeks later that that card's getting a reprint. You paid 40 bucks for nothing. You paid 100 bucks for nothing. Or you could be the other side of the coin. You could be the guy that actually sold the expensive card right before it was about to get a reprint, and you made out like a fat rat and came smelling out like roses. So you could be either one of those players. And I've been on both sides of this, of the fence. I've been the guy that bought an expensive card and then found out like a week later that that card's getting a reprint, and that sucked. And I pretty much after that I made some rules in Yu-Gi-Oh that I was not going to buy cards that were out for more than a year, because they were probably going to get a reprint eventually if they were still important in the game. Then I've been the guy that's actually sold expensive cards. Last year, before Max C got a reprint, I sold a guy 2 Max Seeds and 2 Mind Crush, excuse me. Yeah. And for that trade, I got 350 cards of different rarity, which there were some good cards in that. I got a big eye in that. I got a big eye, a free big eye that I traded back in the day, a couple months ago in that trade. He didn't care about it. He wanted those Max C's, so I gave him the 2 Max C's, and I got my money's back. I got my money back. And like a whole bunch of other stuff. I was able to build a deck out of this. He gave me 350 cards. That's a lot of cards for just 4 cards. So he after he found like a month, I think it was like 3 weeks later that Max C was getting a reprint. He cried. The poor guy cried and was like, "I'm never going to buy expensive cards like that again." So you can be that guy too. And I think overall though, reprints are good for the game. They help budget players build better decks. They help older decks that need some key components build. They help players that have been stuck, wanting to build that deck but don't have the money to do it, build decks. Like Megalo, it's going to help Mermail players be able to build Mermail decks much more easily. Lance, people can run Lance more. Breakthrough Skill, people can run Breakthrough Skill more. It helps the game. You got to also remember that there's going to be even more cheaper cards coming out in Blue Eyes, the Thundering Dragon. Max C is getting another reprint as a common in that deck. Monster Reborn is getting a reprint. Fiendish Chain is going to get another reprint as a common. So that's really good. Hopefully one day they will make Lance in a structure deck. That would be awesome, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen. But yeah, those are just some thoughts on, I think, reprints. I think it's good. I like reprints. I call it reprint season. Yes, I call it a season. It's a special season that comes between the months of June and October. That is reprint season for me. If I had a Christmas tree, I'd put a Christmas tree up and have like lights and everything and just have a big banner that said reprint season. It's one of my favorite seasons in Yu-Gi-Oh! Really, because I get all these reprints. I get to update my decks, make them better, not have to spend all that money on those cards, because I have a life outside of Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a hobby, you have to remember. It's not a lifestyle. If it's a lifestyle, then you better be doing good. You better making a lot of money off it. It better be like a full-time job and you're getting good money for it. But that's just my thoughts on reprints. And what are your thoughts on reprints? Do you think they're good for the game? Do you like reprints? And that's all I want to ask. I just want to see what you guys think about reprints. Till next time, everybody, take care, and Seto Kaiba out. And I'm hoping there's some more good reprints in those 10s coming out soon. Here's hoping, right? Take care, everybody. Seto Kaiba out.